So pretty exhausted. So sold one of my bikes today. Shout out to Nick. Where are you, Nick? Nick hasn't been around for a while. Mega Noob, we still have a. He's whatever. We got a. The police are looking for Mega Noob. Shout out to everyone else in the CPU squad. So I sold my bike today, one of my bikes, and the guy said he's coming, and I start looking for the title. I realized I couldn't find it. I'm in the safe. I'm looking at my other important documents. I spent an hour or more looking for that damn thing. I was started looking up how to get a replacement title at the DMV. I was gonna go down there to do that, and I was like, oh man, it's $60. It's cold as hell today. Yeah. Um. So anyway, found it. He came here. The bike actually cut out while he was here. It's really cold. It's a carbureted bike. It's tough in cold weather. I was like, oh man, it's cutting out in front of him. So anyway, gave me a cashier's check. I already deposited it. Hopefully it clears. It's a cashier's check, whatever. Um, then I'm gonna take him to the Walmart to get gloves. He has no gloves for his bike. He's actually gonna ride it. He's gonna ride it like a little bit over an hour, probably an hour and 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Ride a bike. It's his first bike. A little crazy. Anyway, so I lead him to the local Walmart so he can get gloves, and then as soon as we get to the bottom of the hill, cop, whoop whoop whoop, pulling over somebody in front of us, but still, he doesn't have a license plate, and he doesn't have a motorcycle endorsement, so he's not supposed to be riding a motorcycle. Um, anyway, long story short, he gets to Walmart, gets his gloves, then he goes on his way. He made it safely, so that was good. But that was a whole ordeal, and yeah. Then, one of the top 10 banks in the world reaches out to me. They want me to help them out with some projects that they're doing. It's a great opportunity, great team. Um, it's not official yet. They gotta let me know what kind of numbers they're talking about. I gotta make sure it's in alignment with what is required to sort of get me to sign on board. But they had me fill out a whole bunch of paperwork. There's like 10 forms and legal documents and financial blah blah blah, and yeah, Wall Street is a little intense. So I just spent the last hour taking care of that stuff. I recorded it. The video, I limited the silent spot, so it's actually 30 minutes long. I didn't know it was even going to be that long. So we'll see. And it's tough to do because I can't show you a lot of stuff because it's confidential, but whatever. People enjoy it, they do. If they do, if they don't, they don't. I'm putting it out there. Not right now, of course. That'll be in the future. Then I got all these other companies calling me up while I'm trying to get this done. So anyway, after an hour of doing all those forms and fighting with, Adobe, so they sent me stuff in PDF. They didn't do DocuSign where it's like an online thing. So they're like a little bit backwards with that stuff, right? It's 2018, everything should be online. So they send me PDFs, which I can't edit. Adobe doesn't allow you to edit. You have to pay for something. I'm like, I'm not paying for it. Then I gotta research what free ones are available. Then I'm like, you know what, Linux is more open source community, so I get out of my Windows environment, go to Linux, look up free PDF writers. Turns out LibreOffice has a LibreOffice Draw, which does it. not really very intuitive. I'm trying to figure out how to write text in there, and it's acting weird. It's like you're clicking all over the place, and randomly a text box pops up. Later on, I discovered that there's a text tool. When you do that, you can click anywhere and start typing. Initially, I'm clicking too close to the line, the underline that they have. So then I start replacing the underline, and it's weird. Then I discover you just gotta click a little bit higher or above so you don't trigger that underline deal, right? Fill it out. Then I realize it's saving it to its native format, so then I gotta go open all of them back up again, export to PDF. Got them good. Reply to the guy's email, send him all these documents, send him all this background check, all this kind of stuff for a job that I don't have officially. Didn't get any coding done today. I tried to while I was waiting for the guy for the bike. I had it in my backpack with my laptop, and I was gonna try to do some stuff. Just didn't happen. Then I was supposed to do something special for the lady. I wanted to get this real fancy card, like really fancy, and a rose. Pick out the petals, put it inside the envelope with the card. Surprise her. Didn't get that done. It's too late now. So I'll take care of that tomorrow. Anyway, I think I already made an update on the project. I got a little menu going using Tkinter or whatever it's called. It's a cascading menu, drop-down menu, similar to what you see on a typical Windows application. We have a file, edit, whatever, right? So I have like connectivity for the client, starting the server, connecting the client. So I got all that stuff in there. I just gotta plug it into the actual functions. So when you click on them, they call the functions and do what they're supposed to do. And then I think I got the multi-threading thing figured out. So I gotta apply that to the actual code. So when you trigger the server from the menu, it actually calls the server function and then does the connectivity. So I still need to evaluate what's next and then start making assignments, who's going to do what. So stay tuned for that. I had an idea for another project, which I think would be great. Something that we can learn from, and also give back to the community in terms of. So one of the things that people have really enjoyed from my content is the SQL stuff. So I thought about maybe doing a SQL trainer. And we could actually do other types of trainers, right? Other types of, because I've done that for myself, offer it to the community, right? Here's an application we built in Python, which you can use to study the different things that I teach on the channel. So since I need to figure out how to run SQL queries from a Python application anyway, I could utilize that knowledge to build something else where it'll ask you a question and then you can enter the query and then it'll actually run the query, or it doesn't have to actually be legit. It could just be something that does a validation. So it validates what you type in and maybe can give you a simulated output. So it shows you, here's table contents, right? But it's not a real table. It's just a graphic or something like that. And then when you run the query, if you run the correct query, it'll just simulate like SQL response, but it's not actually querying a database. It's all part of the code itself. Or maybe we could do conversion. We could convert. We could do a translator function where it translates from SQL query format to Linux stuff. So you type in a select star from orders with quantity greater than 500. It'll convert that to a Linux statement, which will parse a text file. So I could actually have a text file with all the database information. The point is to not require, we want this to be cross-platform, to not require database installation or anything like that. We want a one application. All you need is this application and you can do everything, right? As opposed to application, install database, right? So this application could work hand in hand with some flat files, comma delimited or whatever, right? And you type in select star from whatever, it converts that to like a grep statement and then outputs a result which looks like a database tool would show you. So some other really cool ideas as well. Nick, where you at, man? I got some really great ideas I want us to work on. Yeah, really pumped. I'm really excited about this journey, man. Learning Python and building applications. I got my time management application, which is working pretty good. I just got to actually start using it, but it does 20 minutes of work, 5-minute breaks, 20 minutes of work, 5 minutes break. It's got text to speech, so it speaks to you, tells you when to get back to work, when to take a break. So I want to perfect it at the level that it's at right now and then start adding additional features to where more intelligence type of things. Maybe you can adjust the work or break time blocks. Maybe there's logging so you can see how productive you've been, what kind of things you've been working on. Maybe things can be categorized, education, business, whatever. Can really go places, but I think that's cool. Start with something, a basic idea, build it out, and then just keep improving it, right? Anyway, guys, the other thing I'm beat with is I haven't really eaten today. I had breakfast. I had half of this. I've just been on my grind today, man. But you gotta take care of yourself. Had a cup of coffee too. So speaking of which, time to get something to eat. I think I'm gonna treat myself. I earned it. Unfortunately, I forgot. It's a bad habit. When you come back home, plug in the electric skateboard to charge it so it's always ready to go. Probably been here long enough for it to be fully charged by now so I could skate out to where I would like to skate out to and grab something to eat. Because I want to wait on ordering something. Whatever. I'll figure it out. CPU squad! Alright, guys. By the way, I'm not. The last 2 days I didn't get up at 5. This morning I got up at 6:30, something like that. So it's still not bad. I'm getting up early, but not as early. I think I'm starting to burn out. I think what it is I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm motivated. I'm pumped up. That gets me out of bed in the morning. 5 o'clock on the dot. Really weird without any clock. Somehow my internal clock is like 5 o'clock. Boom. And now it's actually kind of still happening, but I'm really, really tired. So rather than me like 5 o'clock and I'm out of bed, I'm not snoozing because there's no alarm. I just kind of like, oh, okay, I'll get up in a little bit. And then with no snooze, a little bit becomes half an hour. So I guess what I need to work on is what time I'm going to bed. And I could add that to my time management application. That's definitely something I want to, because that's something I struggle with, something I could really utilize. As a best product to build is something that you can use. So I need to incorporate sleep management tools, because that's one major flaw in my current workflow. I'm not getting enough sleep. So, all right, guys.